Um, Princess Anne came to visit. At the time, the MS Lord Selkirk was still operating, and we decided that we'd have a luncheon for the Princess Anne aboard the ship in their lounge. We had other events, of course, but in this particular case, what we did was we brought the princess to the ship, and she went to one of the staterooms to freshen up, and all of the guests gathered in the dining room. And we were roughly 50, 60 people. I can't remember the numbers. Because we were on a ship, the captain was nominally the host, so he would have sat on the princess's right, and as the mayor, I sat on her left. And she was absent, and we were getting ready. And as I sat down at the table, I noticed that the settings were not as complete as I thought they would be. So something was amiss. In the end, when the meal comes to be served, it's slow and late, and the steward comes up with the princess's plate, puts it in front of her, and he says, "Your Royal Highness, the menu says that you're to have blah, blah, blah. Now, Goldeye." He says, "Unfortunately, we've had to make a last-minute change, and this is pickerel." What's going on? Well, we find out that the cook who was preparing the meal was an alcoholic, and he had been on the wagon for years. And I guess he became nervous preparing the meal, and ended up getting into the cooking wine and spoil the meal. The chief stewardess found everything was in chaos, actually put him in a stateroom, and she and a health inspector and a doctor who were there prepared the meal from scratch. Well, the meal went on with none of us knowing what the drama was. And one of my old colleagues from military college was then serving as the Royal Visit Coordinator for the federal government. And he was, of course, part of the audience. I could see him out of my right eye, and he indicating that, it's time to pull the pins and get out of here because Princess has something to do. So we do adjourn. And after the princess leaves, I go back aboard and I ask what happened. I learned the story.